Hello, everyone. My name is Mehek. I am thrilled to welcome you all to this evening session, Mastering AI in B2B Tools, Tactics, and Trends. While we wait for the few more folks to join in, grab your tea, water, and whatever keeps you energized. This is going to be an interactive, insightful ride into the world of B2B AI, minus the jargons, with a lot of more practical wisdom. So tonight we have Atul Yadav with us. He is a man who has walked the talk in building, scaling, and transforming businesses using AI. Um, think of him as a person who makes AI less intimidating and more actionable. He's behind Outspark, which is helping job seekers and businesses thrive in the modern digital landscape. And before that, he grew Task Bucks into a platform with over 50 million installs before a major acquisition by Times Internet. So, if you're looking for hacks, shortcuts, and simply real world advice on leveraging AI for growth and productivity, he's your guy. So, what's an agenda today? We are talking strategies, real tactics you can take back to your business, and most importantly, the honesty around what truly works and what's just a hype.
True.
AI can be very intimidating today, so feel free to pop your questions in the chat box anytime. Let's keep things two-way, collaborative, and fun. There is no gatekeeping here, just genuine questions. So, first, let's quickly have a conversation with Atul over here, and we can have the questions by the end of the session so that every question can be answered, which is put into the chat box. Right? Atul, we're set. Can we start?
Oh, absolutely. Thanks for the intro, Mike.
Excellent, excellent. So, Adil, the first question it says is that, to start with, how do each of, how do you define successful AI adoption in B2B today? Is it more about productivity, innovation, or just something else?
I would say that AI is successful when it stops being a project because there's so much hype around AI. Everybody's wanting to, when I talk to founders and entrepreneurs and promoters in the circle, everybody is wanting to use AI in some form or the other. I think AI adoption is successful in companies where uh, it is actually becoming kind of invisible when people don't even know, teams don't even know that they're using AI so much. It is baked into each workflow. Uh, every team member is using it. Every department, every function is using it, whether it's sales, marketing, support. So that's the true way one should look at adoption of AI when it is within a company or organization. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Very, very well said, Atul. Because right now you see, there's so much content that is being built on AI, right? So
Hmm.
everybody is promoting AI. Everybody is promoting the usage of AI,
Yeah.
where they're pushing it, and there is this very common content that is created that AI will not replace human beings, but you will be replaced by a person who understands AI.
Yeah, that's the quote that's floating around a lot. Yes.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
right, right. So because it becomes a little it becomes a little more scary when it comes to the corporate life, when you have to learn so much. You have to understand
Hmm.
what department you're belonging to, what your work profile is like, and how you are catering to your clients. And AI is something that really helps you in a better turnaround time, is something that I believe.
True. To add to what you said earlier a little bit, uh, the fact that it's not AI that will replace you, somebody using AI will.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why that is true. Because let's say you have 20 years of experience and you've gotten where you are because of what you've done over the years, what you've learned over the years. mistakes you've made, things that have worked for you, you've doubled down on them, right? So that's what makes you. That's why we count experience as great value.
Yeah.
But now today, maybe a college graduate or a smart 5-year-old experienced person can actually be at the same level as you are because learning is so much easier and they have the support of the smartest, most intelligent AI avatar out there, right? So what this 20-year-old guy will need to now do is to make sure that he's now being kept on his toes. The
Yeah.
level playing field is this right now. It has completely changed the rules of the game. Therefore, it is not just AI that's going to replace you. It is forcing people to learn fast
Yeah.
to deliver better results because now you can't say that, hey, it takes so much time. I'm doing it my way. Because
Yeah.
AI is telling you that things can be done faster, better. And somebody who's smart, who's learning fast, can definitely be far, far ahead of the rest of the lot.
I totally agree with you, Atul, over there. So, continuing with our conversation, the next, a very common question that, a lot of B2B leaders have today is that what is the biggest misconception that you hear from B2B leaders about integrating AI into their workflows?
So the biggest misconception is that most people think that AI is like a magic bullet. It will fix things immediately. The moment you apply AI or you use a tool, it will give you the right kind of results. But the reality is that it doesn't really work in your first attempt or first few attempts. So I remember I was giving a talk or I was at a at, at a panel discussion only where I basically said that you should try and use AI as seasoning. Pick up one part of your business, or even if you're a working professional, pick up one part of your work day, and then add a little AI to it, and then see how it improves, how it tastes, right? Then add a little more, like you would add seasoning.
Yeah.
The problem is that people think that from day one they're going to get great results. It doesn't happen like that. And especially for companies, for organizations, what happens is that in this entire process, they forget that ultimately this AI has to be used by their teams.
Yeah.
So they need to do it in a manner where people are included in this.
Right.
People grow with AI, their productivity increases. Instead of they fearing, oh my God, if I do this, then maybe my job is at risk. Those are the few misconceptions I believe I have noticed.
Right. So this is one of the things that I've very often come across when I'm talking to a lot of startup founders. Actually, not in the B2B sector so much yet,
Okay.
but the startup founders, they tend to they want to be the people to know everything, that they want to learn all the AIs and they want to know how they can simplify things. I think a very big mistake that they make as of this date is they're not training their teams to learn a particular kind of, probably a generative AI, which can be important. Say, for example, they're from a content team. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
in your team, right? So you should ideally you should train them to understand what generative AI is.
True.
You should explain it to them, or probably have a lot of courses. Make your team do a lot of courses on how to create better content with different kind of AIs and prompt engineering, basically.
That's a very good point that you've over there. Promoters and founders and entrepreneurs, they want their teams to actually start using AI, but they are not putting enough effort in training them,
Yeah.
in giving them a path
Yeah.
or a framework and guiding them, hand holding them, supporting them. They're just asked to, hey, figure. And I know very close people who are doing all this.
Yeah.
They just want their teams to figure out how to do stuff with AI because they think, hey, everybody can learn it. And that's what we hear in the media also that this company is using this AI, something else has happened, a new YouTube video has come. So a lot of effort needs to go into training people. That will go a long way, a long, long way.
So, one other thing I want to add to this is, when we talk about AI right now, a
Hmm.
lot of people limit it to just probably ChatGPT or Claude or Perplexity for that matter, right? But there are so many other kind of AIs that can
Hmm.
you automate various departments of your business, and this is something I think would come after a lot of training, or at least knowing which platform is there, and you continuously keep using it, you continuously keep training your AI as your personal assistant. I think it works
Correct.
the best that way. So do
True.
you want to add something on this thought?
I think, yeah, you can't just restrict yourself to certain things. AI works best when it is working with your data.
Yeah.
Uh, so it's like AI is the fuel that goes into the car, but if you don't have that right, then it won't work. What I mean by that is, let's say if you're a brand and you are just using generic ChatGPT, but you are not using it on your own data, if you don't feed in your own perfect emails that have worked for you, your own sales script that has worked for you, your own client's data that has worked for you, if it cannot work on that, it won't talk like your brand, your tone. That won't be a big win in the long run. Yeah.
Right. Very, very well put. Very well put, Adul. Let's take our next question. So the next question says that, can you share a recent project where AI delivered unexpected results, good or bad,
Uh-huh.
and what did you learn from that?
AI delivered unexpected results.
Yeah, yeah. So AI
Or
delivered.
yeah, so a lot of bad ones for sure because I think it's new and everybody's trying to learn and experiment. So we've had bad experiences also, but then they were not in production. They were all in testing or staging, and when you're trying to figure it out or pilot stage. And I would not say unexpected because I would always expect that things can go a little off track. But one example where actually things were surprisingly good was that I was advising this mid-sized company in the UAE, and the goal basically was that they wanted to integrate AI into their systems. And I asked them, okay, which system do you want to start with? And we identified that, okay, let's try and figure out our leads funnel. So the goal basically was to try and analyze all the leads that come in and then try to see that which ones are the hot ones and the warm ones so that the sales team can attack that first, the normal, usual course that every business follows, right? While we did that, what we realized was that there was so much of insights coming from the information or the data that leads were giving that they were actually able to figure out a new product completely,
Oh my
which
God.
actually became the product that they started upselling to their existing client base. And now that is almost doing half the revenue of the first product that they were selling.
Oh wow.
So that was not expected. What we expected was that, hey, okay, we will be able to do a fantastic job of telling you which leads to call first, which are hot,
Yeah.
what are the insights coming in. But that data was so powerful that they were able to actually create one more product that they started upselling. So
So
that was fantastic. Yeah, that was a good one.
yeah, I think if you can make your AI, or make your AI probably, analyze your entire data in a
Hmm.
way that you are expecting a particular result, or train it in a way that it can develop results for you which you're not expecting, is something that really businesses can be helped with. And this can be very passively done. You don't need any extra kind of research R&D team basically for this, is something I take away from what you said right now.
Absolutely.
Right. So, coming to my next question,
Hmm.
I would like to ask you is, with so many AI tools available,
Hmm.
how do you evaluate which ones genuinely add value versus those that are just hype? right? So let me just simplify this question a little for everybody over here. So
Sure.
there are multiple number of AIs right now, which can be very overwhelming, not only for businesses but for any one individual as well. And because it is so new, it's kind of a trend right now that you have to know everything, because अगर आपको नहीं पता है तो आप पीछे पड़ जाओगे, right? That's why people start using each and everything, try to implement each and every AI in your business, which can cause problems in the business, and some can help you, actually help you out. So which ones are, how do you evaluate that this particular AI is going to be helpful for me and this is not going to be helpful for me and it's just a hype?
So I think it's very very easy to get that shiny object syndrome with AI, and this is a question that I get very commonly asked on my Instagram also, that hey, which tool to use, what to do. While I give away a lot of tools over there also, but people would still DM me and ask me that okay, I want to do this, I want to do that. So my advice over there is that don't go with the hype. Look at what is your pain point. So the simple framework over here is that don't go after the tool. First, go after the pain, not the platform.
Yeah.
So you don't try and ask what can I do with AI. Rather, you figure out that okay, what part of my daily work day or my business is weak or is broken, how can that be fixed? Whether it is the acquisition funnel or whether it is customer support. So best is to start with what is the weakest point of your business. Now, when I say weakest point, it could be repetitive work, manual work, time-consuming work. We can start with those instead of going at
Right.
margins and EBITDA and ROAS and all that. So those basic things. So that's one, that you try and start with the problem instead of the platform. Because
Right.
once you identify the problem, then you can pick the right platform to use it. Right? Then would be run a small pilot. And the way to do that is that choose one or two team members who are pro AI and just give them a very simple defined task and time box it them. So let's say we call our product manager and say that, hey, I want you to use, now that part one has been done, I want you to use this AI tool and kind of in the next 30 days, try and reduce our customer query or resolution time to 24 hours for every ticket that is raised, right? So that's a small thing. So you start with the pain, then you've done a small pilot, and then you basically make it very people centric. Like, can it be a part of the existing workflow instead of creating something new that everybody would hate, and then the friction comes in, and then everybody resists change. So if you can just do these couple of things, that would be best.
Right, right. Excellent, excellent. So, so what I take away from this answer of yours is that try to integrate it in your current workflow. One is that. Second, time bound your employees to do a very simple task so that they understand exactly what they have to do. And plus, to addition to that is find a pain point and then try to figure out which AI you need. So it's basically
Correct.
like it's basically like when you want to start a startup, find what you're trying to solve, what you're trying to solve.
Bang on. Absolutely. So what usually happens is this is the classic founder dilemma, right? When they see a new technology, they think, okay, let's make something around it. So I know a lot of people who would be like, hey, let's build something around blockchain when it came. Or let's do something around NFT.
Yeah,
Let's do something with AI. Uh, the problem is that those are just technologies, they'll keep changing. What you need to figure out is the pain point.
correct.
What is the problem that you're solving and who are you solving it for? Once you know that, then you can use any technology to get the right kind of solution.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, next question we have over here is what AI powered tool or platform would you personally recommend for B2B companies just starting out and why?
Okay, so do we know that uh, everyone who's over here are those companies service based? What is the
What is the mix of the B2B companies that
No,
we
so
have over here?
we do have some service based, and we do have some from probably the manufacturing sector, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So who are supplying, making products. So we have both. We have a mix of service and product.
And what would be the typical age of these companies? Like the question you asked is that I think the one starting out you said, right?
Yeah, the starting out. So we do have some who have joined the family business itself, right?
Uh-huh.
So the businesses have been there, but they are starting out, right? And the second is who have very recently started. So that would be about 25 to 35. Yeah. So Sandesh puts in the chat box he's 25 years and above, right? So
Wow.
25 years and above is something that we're looking at. Atul.
Okay, so I think the most important part for any business is basically leads and sales. So for leads and sales, you can try and use tools like Zoom Info or Leads Gorilla, Apollo.io. So now these are platforms which will give you contact data of exact leads, who to call, and they'll also give you signals that are they warm enough, is the contact detail updated or not. So this will make your entire lead funnel strong upfront. That would be one. And then I think all brands now need to be on social and also do a lot of PR. So in that case, for content creation, try and use tools like Jasper or Write Sonic. They'll help you write good sales scripts or even your social media content. So that's very important. So we've done sales, we've done content, and for internal workflow management, tools like Zapier or Make. So what they can basically do is, let's say a lead comes in, it gets added to a Google Sheet that gets shared with a resource who can call. It just automates the whole thing. So I think these three, four tools across these three, four domains should help.
Right. So, Atul, what do you have to say about Notion as a platform? Because I
Hmm.
have heard a lot of businesses have their workflows, their tasks, updation, and everything done on Notion. So,
Hmm.
what do you have to say about Notion? Because it's a very commonly used platform.
True. Yeah. It can be used for a ton of things, whether it is just your ideas or whether it is that you want to create workflows, whether it is your to-do list. It is beautiful. I think everybody should try and use it. It's simple to use. It is all, and I love products that are more keyboard led, a lot of shortcuts over there to create. You can create guides over there and you can share it with your entire team.
Yeah.
Very, very important. In fact, if someone is not using it, probably try and go to YouTube and figure out how to use Notion for your business and teams. That will be the best 30 minutes you'll spend on YouTube this week for sure.
I think all the channels and content that is speaking about AI today is getting
Mhm.
the highest number of views and engagement. So that's something that is trending right now. That's the trending content that's there.
Yeah, I think every media, whether it's social or traditional, is covering AI
Yeah,
as much as they can.
right, right. So the next question, Atul, we have over here is for companies on a tight
Uh-huh.
budget, right? So
Okay.
the smaller sized companies or who don't want to spend so much, where is the lowest hanging fruit for AI investments in B2B?
Um, uh, I think the lowest hanging fruit will have to be again the top of the funnel, right? Which is basically your marketing and sales automation. Because if you crack that, then that basically means more clients coming in, more business comes in, and if delivery is not a problem,
Yeah.
which usually is the case with software companies. I'm not very sure with the manufacturing units out there, but try and do that. So, for example, one thing could be personalized cold outreach. Now, instead of manually writing emails, taking the lead down and then personalizing it, that used to, and I've done that in the past. That takes away so much of executive time that you can't even think of it. But now there are tools that can, if you can just feed in the data over there, this is the email, this is the name of the person. They will also go and find out a little bit about that person, personalize that email, keep it nice, short, crisp, right? So that's one can be that cold outreach, personalized cold outreach. Second could be the example that I gave you, right? The lead qualification for one of these companies that I was trying to help in the UAE. Use AI powered chatbots on your website, which can actually qualify leads. Not just qualify leads, they also book appointments. They can also end up selling stuff.
Yeah.
And the insights that you can capture from that entire conversation which is happening on your website is again going to be super powerful. Like I said, that they were able to build a new product completely, which is almost half of the current product's revenue. So yeah, personalizing cold outreach and then lead qualification. Yeah, that would be.
Excellent.
And these don't cost much. These don't cost much. Maybe add just a couple of $100 to spend, but great ROI. Great ROI.
No, so something like Apollo IO has sequencing, right? You can sequence your entire flow of how you want to do the outreach. And once you've just put in the list of people you want to outreach, and you've, with all the filters, you've qualified the prospects, Apollo does everything for you, right? So all you have to do is get onto a meeting and then have a conversation.
Yeah, you use Apollo?
Yeah, I think yeah, we do use
All
Apollo.
right, all right, yeah.
So that's I think that's a very common tool that our organization uses. Our entire sales team uses it really well. All right,
Mhm.
we go to the next question. We say, can you walk us through a quick playbook, step by step, on how you'd pilot an AI solution in traditional B2B setup?
So if anybody wants to figure out how to do so, try and keep it super simple. And just to give you a framework, it would be what we internally also use and that I share with whoever wants AI integration into their systems. It's number one is audit. So it goes with APSS. So you do audit first, then you do a small pilot first, then you do support, and then you scale. So the audit basically means that you take 1 week and you sit down with your team, map out the entire existing workflow, and see what is it that you want to improve, whether it is a manual step, what is the bottleneck, what is it that you could not improve previously, where is the business getting stuck. So take time out and just do that, map that out. And point number two then comes as pilot. Once you've mapped that out, then figure out a small pilot and see what is it that you can do to fix that. And again, like I said previously, time box it. Let's say in 3 weeks, we want to achieve 10% efficiency in this. Now, that could be 10, let's increase our calls booked by 10% or our conversion by 10%, 10% on existing. So let's say if it's 15%, you say, I want to move it to 16.5%,
Yeah.
like that. So that becomes the pilot and choose a very small team, not everybody, just a small team where you actually think that they're motivated and they are the ones who will be your AI champions.
Yeah.
So that's the trick to use the pilot part. Then is support because it will not go well because you're just starting out, you're trying it for the first time, it'll probably break, it'll not give you the right kind of thing. So keep supporting your team. Uh, because it's the third or the fourth iteration which will actually work. So support is very important. You want them to feel encouraged, motivated, and not dejected, which is a common outcome. If you try something and you are all charged up and the results are bad, you're like, oh my God, what has happened? So that's support. And then last one is scale, because once you've identified what is working for you, and that is when you step down and you push the pedal hard and then you keep scaling that. So yeah, you do audit first, then you do a pilot, then you support, and then you scale. That's how you can try and implement from a very you start small, and then if you show that does work, because that's the evidence that everybody wants to see, not just the team that you've chosen, but everybody else also. Yeah.
Oh, this is
Does
extreme.
that answer the question?
Yes, yes, it does. This is extremely, extremely insightful. And meanwhile, you were saying I was taking notes of the APSS what you just spoke about, right? So
Yeah, we use that. We use that internally, and I never forget that because that's also a short form for the school I went to. Yeah.
that's sweet. So, Atul, what's a pro tip you wish every B2B team knew when using AI for sales, marketing, and customer experience. So I know you've spoken a little about sales, but
Hmm.
can you throw a little more light on marketing and customer experience? If you had to give that one pro tip that ये तो चाहिए ही business में, right?
Can you repeat that question, please?
What's a pro tip you
Uh-huh.
wish every B2B team knew when using AI for sales, marketing, and customer experience? So, for sales, you've said that, start with top of the funnel. That's sales and marketing, actually, you've spoken about a little. That,
Hmm.
for lead generation and for qualifying your leads, for cold out personalization in cold outreach. So, can you
Right.
can you speak a little bit on customer experience?
Uh, so one advice would be that don't just use generic tools as they are. When I say generic tools, yes, you can use tools, but don't use them in their own original form. Try and customize them to your brand playbook. What is the tone of your brand? What is the tone of the communication pillars that you have for yourself? And that should translate into the customer experience as well. Now that's very important, and that can only be done when you have that data that you can put into the AI tool that you're using, so that now it is talking your language. It is absolutely sounding like you. That would be one tip which will actually differentiate you from everybody else. Like for example, let's say you have five businesses. They are in the same market. They have similar products. They have similar price points. If you go and ask the same question, they'll probably get the same answer. From any tool that you are using, more or less. But what will actually differentiate is if the AI exactly knows what your business is all about, what is your brand positioning, how do you talk to your customers, how do you make them feel, what is the experience that they have, what do they have to say? So all your customer feedback is fed into the system. So yeah, I think customize whichever tool you are using. I can't hear you.
Yeah, yeah. So why I ask this is because coming from an industry, an IT industry, where we're building brand experiences and
Uh-huh.
we are trying to, give that experience to our clients when they come and their clients, a very smooth experience. So in this case, it is very important that the client or a particular person feels the ease, and I think that ease can today be brought very easily with AI. So earlier, systems had to be put, a lot of effort had to be put in where, you think that this is something that we have to do. This is, you have to jot all the points down. You have to make departments and all. And right
Mhm.
now with AI, it is much, much easier when we talk about, giving that experience that, making that person feel important or making that company feel important has become much easier with AI.
Yeah, because you can personalize it so much. It is not a generic thing that is going out to all. It's actually like tailor made for that client. So definitely the experience is also very, very unique.
Correct, correct. So, Atul, what was the biggest roadblock you faced in getting teams to trust or adopt AI? So, you work with so many clients with your own team as well. Initially, I'm sure it would have been a little difficult where people have. They didn't want to use AI because they were overwhelmed, probably because
Right.
of lack of knowledge, and then they started trusting it. So that process or that journey, how did you go from making them trust it to how did you overcome it today to have your team and your clients start using AI?
So a couple of things, and I'll tell you from the most recent examples of me interacting with other founders who are trying to integrate AI into their systems. The biggest roadblock is almost always fear.
Right.
And the fear basically comes from the unknown. When you don't know what's on the other side, that's what causes fear.
Right.
and people were so teams would so the founder would say that, hey, I want to integrate AI, but everybody in the team would definitely feel that, hey, are we going to be replaced? And they do not understand that part. So that's one has to address that. And I also advise everybody and give the suggestion to most people in leadership is that you have to look at it as a transformational shift in the way people are working.
Yeah.
And so, for example, if somebody is used to working a certain way for the last 10, 15 years, you're suddenly telling them, hey, now you need to learn all these new tools, and whatever you learned so far may not even be relevant anymore. So, there is this principle of management called change management. So, whenever there is massive shift coming in, whether in technology or market or geographical or demographical, you you have to look at it as there is going to be a massive change, and usually humans resist change. So there's a management theory around this that needs to be applied here, but which most people forget because they think, hey, it's AI, it's so simple, everybody can do it. So that's very important. And the last one is that you need to give support to your people, otherwise they will quit soon, very soon. Simple example is that there was this company which had 42 people, and when I was talking, he was like, "Hey, I want to reduce my cost because now there is AI." I said, "Why do you want to reduce cost? I mean, you are cash flow positive. You making money. Why do you want to reduce cost? What will happen?" He says, "No, because I can reduce cost because I have AI now, and everybody is talking about reducing cost so that margins improve." So when we got talking, I basically told him that, hey, there are two options, do you, how much are you going to do? Do you have a plan for the next 6 months? He says, yes. I said, do you have a plan for the next 12 months? He says, yes. I said, what if you use AI and these 42 people are able to do 12 months of work in 6 months? Would you make more money then? He's like, yes, I would.
Yeah.
I said, then why don't you look at it that way? Instead of releasing, let's say, 10%, 20%, 30% of your workforce, creating that fear in the remaining ones that they don't know when their number would come, and putting more pressure on them because now they will have to do the work of 42 people. So I was like, why don't you do that? Again, tremendous results over there. Uh, they have, I think, by the end of this year, by the end of December, they will probably achieve targets that they were supposed to achieve by March next year, March 26. So that's the number one thing that people need to understand, that they need to support their people and do things that way.
Right, right, great. So, I think again, what I take from here is there's no point in fearing AI at this point of time. Adopt it, utilize
Yeah,
it.
for entrepreneurs, definitely not, and for business owners, promoters, I don't think they fear AI. I was talking more about the teams that they work with because ultimately the strength of any company is the people,
Yeah,
and you have to make sure that your people are welcoming AI with open arms. It should give them uh, the motivation to work with AI instead of fearing AI.
exactly. Very, very well put. Very well put. So my next question is also, inclined towards this concept itself, where human factor is into consideration. How do you think leaders should balance data-driven AI insights with human intuitions when making important decisions, business decisions? Right. So let me just. Do you want me to repeat the question?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. So, how do you think leaders should balance data driven AI insights with human intuitions when making important business decisions?
Okay, so basically, there's AI and there's human intent and there's gut feel, and there are certain decisions that we all take based on. We don't take all decisions based on 100% data. I mean, that's even if people don't claim that, that's the reality. I think the way to look at it is AI can give you so much of insights
Yeah.
that that was not possible before in record time. That's very important. You could have given your team this task and they would have probably come back with data and insights in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But now AI can do that probably in one day, even if there's one person who's going back and forth, right? So one is that the quality of data and insights is amazing. And I'm assuming that we're not talking about errors here because AI will make some errors for sure, but let's keep that aside. So the quality of data, the quality of insights that you will get will be remarkable. Even if you make human decisions based on that data, you will in the long run be right than wrong. That's
I
true.
think
Yeah.
that is one of the reason why people fear AI so much, right? I think one of the reason is that like you very rightly said is that if you take a human decision in the long run, you would be more right than wrong on the basis of what data driven decisions you're taking through AI. So I think that is one of the reasons why people are fearing it. But then again, the point that you shared earlier is that promote your team to start using AI as a team so that the entire company can grow. So
So yeah, I would just like to clarify a little bit over there. What I mean is that with AI, the quality of data improves, but the decision remains human.
yeah,
Ultimately, we decide what to do. We don't give the decision-making power to AI. So use AI to get great insights, amazing data crunching, various kinds of visualizations, which will actually make you also think better, and then
right.
finally decide. So I'm saying, yeah, that's what I meant.
Right. But Atul, do you think so? You know, I have noticed this a lot in people, even in my team that I work with, even with the clients that I work with. I have noticed that nowadays people are being intimidated by AI, and they have
Mhm.
started getting this feeling that जो डेटा AI के पास आ रहा है वो सही है हमें कुछ नहीं पता है it's become like the second Google that it just knows everything. Probably we are not that well read or we are not sound with that information.
I'm still trying to understand that. That is new to me. I haven't heard that. So just tell me that again.
So, so I have seen this in my team members also, and
Okay.
I have noticed this with a lot of clients that we work with, that they have started trusting AI in such a tremendous way that they feel that the knowledge that they have or the knowledge that they are consuming is probably not right, and if compared to any kind of AI, they have, the AI has much better knowledge, or the AI has a better understanding. So, just differentiating that the gut is different and the knowledge is different. So, that is one of the reasons why people are fearing AI.
I
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah, please.
please go on.
Yeah, so my whole point is that over here, the for decisions, that intuition is very important. Uh, but so I have been a person who has trusted Google all my life. So Google ने बता दिया तो सही है बस. So I have been that. So now people are doing that with AI as well.
Mhm.
But I have seen, in my experience as well, I have seen AI make certain errors, so which has reduced my faith a little. So I like to recheck things that are generated by AI, but with not a lot of people. They're like, बस ये आ गया तो ये सही है. Have
Yeah, just a small tip there. Try and use Grok. It's best at fact checking.
yeah.
So if you doubt any information, Grok is by Elon, so it's more the fact checking version is far better over there. Just to come back to let's go back to what you said that my team members feel that they don't have enough knowledge and AI has more knowledge. I don't think that they should. They should feel bad about it because that's the reality. AI knows more than any one of us, right? AI is nothing but combined knowledge of this world. It has been dumped into that one LLM.
Yeah.
So it knows it all. That's why it's smart. So AI is smarter than all of us, no doubts on that. Smarter when I say I mean the knowledge base it has. It has everything. So none of us can have that. So yeah, you can tell them that yeah, there's no point in comparing your knowledge base with AI. That's one. Uh, Second thing is that when you say that you don't, AI is going to make errors, definitely it's going to make errors. I haven't seen any technology product that does not make errors.
Hmm.
You see, sometimes Facebook is down, sometimes Instagram is down, sometimes email stops working. So all kinds of bugs are there. And since it's a relatively new technology, we should give it that much of leeway that yeah, it'll get sorted.
Right, right. Makes sense. So, Atul, which are the emerging AI trends that you believe will have the greatest impact on B2B in the next years?
I think B2B and B2C both, and even in workplaces, the biggest shift that is going to come is going to be that instead of using AI tools, we will start using agents. And these will be autonomous agents who will be able to do multiple tasks for us. So imagine it like this, that you have, let's say you are a content writer, you know, you will be able to create your own team of agents which will work for you. So you're one single person, but
Mhm.
then you have one agent that's going to do all the research. You have one agent that is going to do the first draft. You're going to have one more agent who's going to do proofreading. You'll have one more agent who will make sure that, hey, let me just see that how to make sure that the SEO is right over here, or maybe going forward we will have chat engine, generative chat optimization, so that our product and everything pops up when we are chatting. I think that is going to be the future, uh, for sure, instead of using these tools. Because ultimately, this ChatGPT today has replaced essentially Google,
Yeah.
where we, instead of asking Google, we're asking ChatGPT everything. It is also generating content for us, but it really can't do work for us. Though agents have been launched, they are making some errors, but I think in the next 1 or 2 years, we will have agents doing almost everything for us. So a business owner can use it. Uh, a, a working professional can use it. Everybody will have agents. It's like uh, robots, but in a software version where we can use them on the internet on our laptops. Everybody will have a team.
So the robot uprising has started. Looks like
Absolutely. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
great. So, Atul, if you had to place a bold bet on one future use case for AI in B2B, what would it be and why so?
Oh, I would bet on agents only. Anything that any company is doing, whether serving when serving its customers, whether those customers are businesses or end consumers, uh, agents will change the game totally,
Mm.
because they will be. And when we were talking about decision making, the best part is that agents. The only difference between the generative AI that we use today, or the major difference, and agents is agents are able to decide. they are they are capable of making decisions. They can go from one page to the other. They can log in there. They can read your email. They know whether to send this email or not, what to reply, how to reply. So that's the best part over there. So yeah, that would be my bet.
Excellent. Um, Great. So, talking about this, it's already 7:51. So, on a
Hmm.
closing note, we have certain questions that the audience has asked. So, just before that, I would like my team to put the feedback form of this webinar right now, and then we can take certain questions that the team has for Atul. Great. So, everybody, please quickly, in a minute, fill up the feedback form. This session has truly been very interactive. We will do the questions and answers session post this 1 minute. We can quickly go through everything that Atul has spoken about. Everybody has taken notes. Quickly put up a thumbs up if you've liked what Atul has shared with us. If it was actually helpful for you, quickly put a thumbs up in the chat box. So cool. Atul, let's start with certain questions that I have received on my DM over here.
Mhm.
Is that exploring the tools and platforms enabling AI-driven B2B marketing? Uh, Quickly, we need three tools. So let's do this as a rapid fire round. Three top tools that you would suggest for B2B marketing.
B2B marketing. First, I think try and figure out your leads with one of these tools that we had talked about, whether it's Apollo or Lucia or Leads Gorilla. Try and do that. Then write great content
Right.
with Jasper and or Write Sonic, and then maybe use Mailchimp's automation AI, which makes sure that your email deliveries are super duper and open rates are good, and then you convert them, and probably use a landing page also.
Excellent. Excellent. So the next question is, what are the three steps you think our audience can take to accelerate their journey towards AI, to understand AI, and to integrate AI in their workflows?
So, like I said, that try and sit down with your teams and figure out what are the map out your entire workflow, and then see that what are the areas where a lot of time is going of your team members who can do better things. Now, it could be repetitive tasks, manual tasks, data entry, taking data from here and filling up in that sheet, right? So try and map that out, uh, and then see that what is that one tool that you can use that for to fix that problem, and then and give each of these things like 4 or 5 days. So sit down and just map it out in 4 or 5 days, and then give 4 or 5 days to the team for the team to actually work on that problem, and then see what the result is. So that would be the best way to apply. Second one, you said that. What was the first part of the question?
So the first part of the question was that what are the small and actionable steps you can ask the audience to take for their AI journey to integrate AI in their workflows?
Yeah, so I told you about the integration part. The other part is that make AI talks within your team, whether your team is small, mid-size, or large. Make this cultural change. So bring about these discussions at workplace.
Yeah,
Have like a Friday meetup where you say that, hey, listen, everybody on Friday will have a 10-minute slot to talk about what they learned
yeah.
about AI. Which tool did they learn?
Mhm.
Whether it is learning from YouTube, or whether it is
Yeah,
learning from any taking any workshop or course, but then please share what you've learned.
yeah.
That way, you will see within a couple of weeks, the energy will change within the organization. People will start sharing more. People will start talking about tools more openly. So that is one. Then second is that if you have budget, please do invest in your team's education on AI. If you can get them to do a small workshop, if you can call a little trainer or a coach to do all those things, it goes a long way.
Excellent. Excellent. So the next question over here we have is, can you bust one biggest myth of AI?
Can I bust one biggest myth of AI? So let's correlate this to the previous question. That to be able to master AI or integrate AI within your systems, you need to have a massive budget, and you need to have crazy engineering team. You don't. Everything can be done within a few $100s. That's about it. You don't need massive budgets. You don't even need engineering teams. The way vibe coding platforms are emerging. I have used a lot of them myself. Initially, the result is not good, but you can end up making uh, almost everything using a vibe coding platform, production grade.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. So that's about it from our side, Atul. The questions are done. And I think it was a very insightful session. It was because we hear a lot of talks on how AI is used in D2C, B2C in these industries, but B2B is one of the industries where it's still slow. People are
Mhm.
still accepting AI over there, whereas in B2C and B2C, in these industries, people are much quick because the business is much quicker, right?
Right.
So that's why this entire session on AI for B2B was really important because the world is changing. Things around you are changing, your clients are changing. So it's very important that all of you who are here as B2B leaders change with time. With this keeping in mind, Atul has really helped us and summarize this entire event in such a way that AI is nothing to be scared of. AI is something that you integrate in your workflows. It is going to be your best friend and it will make your work and life much easier if used in the right way, right? So expressing my heartfelt gratitude to you, Atul, for taking our time and connecting with us, educating all of us with all the experiences that you have had, all the knowledge that you have, being the AI coach of India. We have been seeing all your reels of, the bottle coming at you and you asking that
Oh God.
that's a very common reel. I think my entire team has seen it. So the day I told him that we're getting him. So they were like, hey, he's the bottle guy, right? So that was a very nice thing. But keeping jokes aside, it was a great conversation. It was a great 1 hour, very insightful, very
Oh,
educational.
thanks for having me. I had fun, and I think one parting note should be that whatever you learn, everyone over here, please share it with everybody else,
Yeah.
so that we all learn from each other and we grow faster, better, and it helps everyone. That's the best thing we can do.
Yes. Thank you so much, Atul. For everybody who's over here, we've put up the banner up for our next webinar, which is going to be on how to build content that positions you as a thought leader. It's happening on 25th of September, 2025, the same time, same day, 7 p.m. It's a Thursday. We expect you all to be there. It's going to be another interesting and an insightful session with a lot with quite some market leaders, industry leaders who understand content really well. So come grab the knowledge and see you all over there. Cheers, everybody. Thank you so much.